subscribe. It takes a couple seconds. Hit the notification bell and hit the like button as well.
Yeah, that's what, because I was planning on doing this 50. Mhm.
Sorry, man. On that $1 strat you're running, how many ad creators are you do you have per ad set?
I have one ad creative,
Awesome.
just one video. That's it. But before that, when I tested at $10 or $5 a day, I always do 3 ad creatives, 2 videos, and then 1 picture. And then the videos, like sometimes videos change up, or sometimes the the ad copies change up, so something different.
Primo, awesome. Cheers, man.
Awesome.
Got it.
Niraj.
So can I share my screen?
Yeah.
So PayPal is asking for tracking numbers and all that stuff, but I'm using Source Inbox for my orders, and what I do over here is like whichever shipping option is say cheapest, I opt for that. So suppose let me show you. Suppose I have to fulfill this order. These are my shipping options. So whichever is the cheapest and fastest, I'll go with that.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing over here right now is like for almost every third or fourth order, the logistic option over there changes. So and over here I have to go for whatever their option is, say other. But some tracking options have their tracking front page website, and some options don't have. So my question is like, can I like submit a global tracking page like parcels or Ciano over here, so that they don't get suspicious or something like that?
So for the carrier name, I usually just put in AliExpress standard shipping, e-packet. So if you go to sourcing box, the shipping option, if you go sourcing box and go to the shipping, I'll put in the name of it. I'll put whatever there, China Posted Record, CME Express. That would be the shipping. That's what I'll put in that place. Was that the question?
Yeah, I thought of that solution which you just said, but not every one of them has their own tracking page. Suppose if if I put Unexpress has their own tracking page, like say unexpress.com/tracking or something like that. But CNE Express may not even have a website to begin with, so it might sound suspicious to them. So I wanted to ask, is it okay if I like put say services like these global tracking pages as my carrier name over here?
So I'm trying to think. That usually there's like 2 sections where they ask carrier name and tracking link. So in the tracking link, if the shipping option does not have a website for tracking, then I'll put in global track or 17 track net into that how to track box. But for the carrier name, I usually put in the same carrier name. But yeah, I guess give that. Yeah, I haven't tried putting in something different. Usually for the carrier name, I put in the carrier name, but for the link for where to track, that's when I put in the global tracking link.
Yeah, like I thought of checking each and every one of these options whether they have tracking page or not, but it will be a huge pain in the ass because so much of them are on hold already and they will keep piling up.
Yeah, so what happens when you just put in the carrier name?
And nothing happens, but like from a future point of view, if their people try to track and they don't find a website for our carrier, they might permanently refund all the other payments as well.
Interesting. So I think your solution of putting the 17 track net or global thing, that should work theoretically, but I have not tested that.
Yeah, because even if we put like 17 track or global tracking, they show all the information, right?
Correct, correct. So yeah, I think I don't see why this wouldn't work. Yeah, I think this is a pretty solid solution because this they could go here and put in the tracking number and see everything. Yeah.
Mhm. I just wanted to know that if it's been practiced before or like it's a totally different.
Yeah, you'll probably, I haven't done this personally, so I'd love to get an update from you, Niraj, on how this went. Usually, the solution I went with is what I told you previously, but this is, I don't see why this wouldn't work.
Okay, okay. So I will put the global tracking for one or two orders and the logistics page on the other. So I'll split test that.
Exactly, exactly.
Thanks, Andy.
And the
Yeah, no?
I have two things real quick. First one, so when you have like a lot of things to do that we're talking about on Trello, how do you know like how do you know what to get done? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I have a list of like whole page what I need to get done, but I do know what to do. You know what I mean?
So on Trello, I split it up into like 10 columns, things that are worth $500, 1,000, 2,500, 5,000, 10,000. Do now. So I split all my to-do lists depending on how important they are throughout those things. And then I have days where I focus on doing projects, and I have days where I focus on knocking out all the small to-do stuff. So that's sort of how I split up all my to-dos.
Got it. And then if you just are like, because something idea comes like you need to get that done or whatever, right? You just put it on a Trello list. That just is like your rough draft, right? And then you just move it over accordingly, right?
Exactly. So when I have an idea in my mind, rather than just getting it done straight away and getting distracted and breaking my flow, I'll add it to Trello.
Got it. That's a good way of looking at it. I usually write stuff down, but it doesn't get done. You know, what I mean, it's just written right there. Like I don't get to it. Another one. Have you thought like, or have you seen like cameos? So I was doing my product research, and that people are using like cameos to recommend their product. Have you ever seen that? I thought that was pretty interesting.
I've seen people like using Cameo to do shout outs for their brand.
Mhm.
I've
Okay.
seen cameos with products because I guess how would you ship the product to that influencer's house? But they can do like shout outs for your store name. That's pretty cool. I've seen that happen before.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and that's $1, right? That was like pretty interesting to me. Like, there's nothing fishy about that. I'm just like paying them for like a website shout out and then just recommending it, I guess.
Exactly. Like I could even see like you using that shout out and having it like in the bottom corner with a video of the product behind, so it adds authority to the product.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I thought I think it's like called Car Can, and they're using that, and that was pretty interesting to me.
Okay.
Got it. I think that's it for right now.
Awesome stuff, guys. Great call. This one went much longer than I expected. I'm going to try shorten these mastermind calls in the future because I'm always late to the next things I have to do. But yeah, thanks so much for showing up, guys. I'm thinking about moving these calls to a late afternoon because I don't have a call after 5 p.m. So a lot of people after work are missing out, and on weekends, people tend to like to take their Saturdays off. So I'm going to try like a after-hour call because I do one in the early morning, 11. Actually, the Monday is at 3 p.m. I'll think about it. I'll see what to do. I'll check. I'll look at the poll results. But yeah, thanks so much for joining, guys. We talk soon.
All right.
It's Andy.
Thank you.
Cheers, Andy.
Bye, guys.
We got another question. What's appropriate shipping time? Because I know there's some shippers out there that have